Walmart employees, what's the worst thing you have seen inside your store? Had a customer in a motorized scooter, his personal one, not store provided, come up to me at the sporting goods desk, and he asked me where the cans of compressed air are. I walk him over to some, and he thanks me, grabs a can off the shelf, and proceeded to start huffing it right in front of me. So I used to stock the crafts section on overnights. I'm kinda an awkward person, so no human contact was great for me. This old guy on a scooter insisted upon sitting in my aisle for like hours, just staring at the needles. Okay, whatever. I stocked everything I could, but finally I needed him to move, and honestly I was a little creeped out at this point. I mentioned it to my manager on the way to lunch. After lunch he was gone. Turns out he had died there like 5 hours ago. This definitely qualifies as worst thing you've seen in a store. Imagine your final moments are in a fucking Walmart. Poor bastard. Somebody put bleach, ammonia and Drano in the fish tanks. Another time somebody sprayed deer pee all over the toy section. I'm really glad I don't work there anymore. There's not a single animal on this planet that I have more pity for than Walmart fish always stashed away in the cold, dark, smelly corner of the store with nobody in it, probably gonna be bought by some meth head for their poorly disciplined child and housed in a critter keeper with some gravel from their driveway in it, where it will die a week later because the kid stopped caring. Bless them. When I worked at Walmart, a week wouldn't go by without someone shitting on the ground somewhere in the store, usually in the clothes section. I actually did my sociology thesis on how the clothing aisle was most prone to tweaker-related floor defecation. Do you have any unique insights as to why people were shitting on the floor in the clothes aisles? I never understood it and thought it was completely bizarre. Basic guess would be it's normally the most product jammed area of the store. You could squat and be mostly concealed in several spots. I worked at Walmart for all of my teenage years, and there was so much poop where it shouldn't be. That's the most disgusting. The worst would have been when some thieves attempted to run out the door, followed closely by loss prevention, turned around and sprayed them with mace, which then wafted into the store. A few seniors had to be taken to the hospital for respiratory issues. Everyone working in the store spent all day coughing as the mace lingered in the air, because heaven forbid they shut the store down and think of anyone else's health. Not an employee, but a very frequent Walmart shopper. All the Walmarts around me are pretty nice. Never seen anything nasty going on. But there was an incident once that still sticks with me to this day. When I was younger, my mom had to grab meds at Walmart in the middle of a storm. It wasn't a bad storm or anything, just very rainy with some thunder, but it was supposed to continue for several days, so of course the store was packed. So we were in line at the in-store pharmacy, and there was a man who was clearly mentally disabled, with a helper, in the front of the line. The man between us and them was this dude who in my young mind must have been a lawyer, did not fit the stereotypical Walmart look at all, wearing an expensive looking suit, perfectly gelled hair, literally carrying a briefcase. He looked annoyed that he was there at all. He intensely reminded me of Patrick Bateman, just an air of disinterest and arrogance, and was brushing his coat off every time anyone walked too close to him. Everything's fine, and the guy and his helper at the front of the line get their prescriptions and start to turn around. Just as they do, there's a huge thunderclap and suddenly, the power goes out in the store. It's not pitch black, but it's dark as hell, and immediately there's commotion in line. I look up just in time to witness disabled man punch lawyer dude square in the face. Lights flicker, come back on. Lawyer man is standing there holding his bloody nose looking like he's ready to murder someone. Disabled guy is freaking out. Helper is profusely apologizing and trying to help lawyer guy. Lawyer guy waves him off with a glare, walks to the front and calmly says his name plus info and throws down some money. Pharmacist hands him prescription, which he snatches wordlessly and turns away, brushing past me still holding his nose, leaving a trail of blood on the linoleum floor. I don't know why, but the entire thing felt so surreal. I still remember it like it just happened. Wildest thing I've ever seen in Walmart. Worst ever. Some people signed up for an oil change, then threw one of those household butt bomb foggers into their car while they waited. When the technician went out to pull the car in, It was full of white smoke from the insecticide and the interior was covered in thousands of roaches all trying to escape the fog. We told them to leave. Worst this week. Guy signs up for an oil change and the technicians find 2 live cats in under the hood of the minivan. The owner came out to deal with it, saying they were his. Are the cats okay? I've only been working at a Walmart for 2 weeks. I've had 3 people lose their temper on me. 1 woman slam her cart into someone else's cart because she couldn't buy alcohol with an expired ID. And 1 guy tried to walk away with a whole cart of groceries, in which a different customer walked after him and literally dragged him back inside. Again, 2 weeks. Edit. I'm getting asked this a lot, so I'll explain. Stores can't accept expired IDs because they are considered invalid. If invalid IDs were accepted, then it would create an aftermarket for those IDs, which would then make it easier for people under 21 to get a hold of something they could potentially use to illegally purchase alcohol. It's kinda shitty to bring up because it's sad, and I'm not trying to make fun of the guy. But it's like 4 AM and this man dressed in a suit and fedora comes in. No face. I concluded some kind of cancer had ate away his face. All he had left was eyes and a massive cancerous hole. He just gurgled. We had to have him write down what he needed. It was sad, but god damn it, it scared the absolute shit out of me, and I never really forgot. This thread is kind of like a Walmart itself. I want to go in and see what's up, but I'm a little bit scared of what I might find. Fesses. Fesses everywhere, oh god, so much fesses, oh my god. He shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere. Damn it. There's shit on the windows. Oh my god. My house is full of shit. He shit everywhere. Look what he did. He shit all over the wall. My time to shine. First job out of high school, 2009. Moved cross country to be with my girlfriend. End up working at a Walmart as a janitor overnight in the worst part of town in Tulsa. Admiral/Memorial for any locals. This place had everything it could underlock. High theft, and a few people had died there, so the workers nicknamed it Killmart. One night, a guy's in the sporting goods area and wants to buy something. He takes his wallet out, sets it on the counter for a second. Thief walks up and grabs it, runs off. The victim proceeds to grab a golf club, chase the man down and violently beat him in an aisle. Blood, broken neck. I'm like 95% positive the guy died. Destroyed aisle. Everyone in the store flipped. A bunch were calling people to view it in the CCTV room. My manager waved me down and asked me to clean up the aisle so the store would look nice for the morning. You know, the crime scene. I clocked out for lunch, quit the next day. Thank you for watching and enjoying this big bowl of Reddit soup. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this.